discard that card. Fiery Impulse. They can block it, sure. That works. Give some life, gain some life, Field of Ruin. How about a little Valkyrie? A little Tibble. Let's go ahead and exile all graveyards. Yeah, GG. What's up everyone, welcome back. Today we're starting a Bronze to Mythic challenge in Explorer. Pioneer is in a really good place right now, and Explorer is the kind of neutered version of Pioneer. Wizards has said that they want to turn Explorer into Pioneer over time, hopefully soon, but eventually Explorer will be Pioneer on Arena. So when we talk about Explorer, we're essentially talking about Pioneer. And so I want to start grinding this format. I'm super excited about it. I think it's in a good place. It kind of reminds me of when Modern was in its heyday. Pioneer doesn't have any direct to Pioneer sets that come out, unlike Modern, where you have all the universes beyond and Modern Horizons being pumped into that format, rotating the format every, seemingly every year. Pioneer doesn't get affected by that stuff, so it's a really cool eternal format where you can crack some cards on Arena or buy them in paper and they shouldn't rotate. I really like this format and I'm excited to try to get to Mythic this season. This deck is a Rakdos deck. It's essentially, what you would expect from Rakdos. Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Shieldred. Basically removal, hand disruption, and eventually kill them with Kroxa. So I'm going to call this like a Rakdos hand disruption mid-range style deck, where we really want to kill their threats, in the first couple turns, take cards, key cards out of their hand in those first couple turns, resolve something like a Shieldred or Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and just start the engine going. A couple pet cards in the deck that are good in this format are Elspeth's Nightmare. We get to kill a creature, look in the opponent's hand, take out a non-creature, non-land, and then exile their graveyard, which is super good against Phoenix or Greasefang or any other kind of graveyard deck. We also have Liliana the Veil and Liliana Waker of the Dead. A lot of these cards will change, but the idea is the same, right? So over time, there might be more Shieldreds in the deck, or we won't have an Invoke Despair, we'll have something else, or maybe one less copy of Elspeth's Nightmare. That's all amorphous, right? That will change over time, but the idea of the deck will stay the same. And then as another way to finish the game, we have Valkyrie, which in early turns can come down and we can take a card out of the opponent's hand, just like all the other cards do. And in late turns, he can come down as Tibalt, the Cosmic Imposter. Mana base is what you'd expect. These lands are awesome in this deck. As you can see, most of the cards in the deck are black. This comes down, immediately gives us black mana, but as soon as we have a mountain or a swamp, it adds red mana. I've been grinding this deck a little bit and it's worked really well. Obviously Blood Crypt, we got the Surveil lands, which are especially good in this deck because they help fill our graveyard, which helps get Kroxa out faster. Field of Ruin is an absolute must. I did actually want to add a Fable Passage or two, because they help fill the graveyard, right? And they help fetch for colors we need, right? So we have one of each basic, and then we have 3 Fable Passages. All right, let's try this out. Let's hop into the games and see if we can get to Mythic this season. All right. Playing some Explorer Pioneer on Arena. Rakdos mid-range, trying to disrupt the opponent's hand, get our stuff down. We get to go second, but we have good mana, and we can start on a Surveil land. We don't have a turn 1 play. I think we keep this. The only issue is if we run into like aggro. This is a really bad hand against aggro. This is a good hand against another mid-range deck or a control deck. So we're just gonna hope it's not aggro. So please no mountain on turn 1. Or any red mana. Okay, swamp, that's fine. Could be mono black mid-range. We're okay with that. Draw our 4th land, so Fable Passage is online. I think we don't need 2 Fable of the Mirror Breaker, so let's fill our graveyard. Okay. So since we have a mountain and a swamp, this is now online. So we have you know, 2 lands that color fix for us. I think let's be mana efficient, get a Valkyrie down since we have another one, and let's just see their whole hand. Graveyard Trespasser, Death Touch. So this is coming down next turn, or this is coming down next turn. I think we'll take this guy. I'd rather turn Valky into the Graveyard Trespasser, and then they can't exile our Rakdos and stuff like that. Pass. They're probably going to attack. That's fine. No blocks. I wonder what they're going to... get rid of. Maybe they'll get rid of Valky. We can take this out of their hand. So now they're down to a Swamp and the end. We can Bitter Triumph the Preacher. So we can do a lot of stuff this turn. I would love to get Fable down, but I think the best way to approach this turn is get the Swamp down. Is this an instant? Yes, it is. Okay, good to know. Thoughtseize. They have a Shielder as well. But we can counteract that with our own Shielder. I think we have to get rid of this. So do we kill the Preacher? I think we do because it's card advantage. This sucks, but we have our own Shieldred, so we can counteract their Shieldred. I think we have to get rid of this guy. Now the question is, do I pay 3 life? I think we discard a card. We'll get rid of the other Valky. Oh, we could also just take their Shielder too, huh? Hold on. But then I can't have 2 of these down, so they'd get their... Yeah, we have to do it like this. So they'll play Shieldred next turn, and then we can play Shieldred. Yep. We have 2 reds, so let's go get more black mana. Like I said in the intro, this deck is mostly... Oh, that's right, we only have 1 of each type now. Okay, that doesn't matter. We still have 3 black mana. I was going to say go get another Swamp, but that's all good. Okay, so we just play... They have 1 card in hand. We just play our own Shieldred, pass the turn. Hopefully they didn't draw removal. Okay. They can attack with both if they want. Did they draw another the end? They might have. They're just gonna go to their end step. Interesting. I would have attacked with 1 of these, but okay. So the question is, do we get down the Fable? We can Croxa them, and then we can bring back Croxa next turn. Those are both good choices. My fear is that I get this down, they kill the Shieldred, and then I draw 2. I guess I don't have to draw 2, but if I do, that's a lot of life. I could turn the Valky into the Graveyard Trespasser. I think we'll go with the Fable. If they have a removal spell for Shieldred, that will suck, but we'll try to find our way out of it. I'm assuming they don't have one because I feel like they would have killed Shieldred already. Maybe they have a, since they're running this, they probably are running Deadly Dispute, so that they can sack this and draw 3. Okay, combat. Second main. We're gonna end the turn. Okay. Draw. Resolve. Well, I'm definitely going to discard Croxa because we can just bring it back this turn, which I think is our best play. And then, yeah, we don't need this land anymore then, right? Because we have red, red, black, black. Yeah. And they didn't get rid of my Shielder unless they do it right now. But the triggers are already on the stack, so I thought they might try to kill it in response, so I lose 4 life. Why are they looking at my graveyard? They keep poking around my graveyard. Okay, well, this changes. This is a removal spell for their Shieldred, which is really good. So, since they seemingly don't have a removal spell for mine, I can just kill theirs, and I think that's probably the best play we can make. I mean, getting Croxa down would be good. Yeah, I mean, if they don't have an answer for this, it's bad news.
I wish you had a fraction of my power.
Okay.
Get out of my way already.
I could attack with the 2/2, but then it's just going to die. So, I don't think so. I think it's more... We have enough mana. This deck doesn't really need a ton of mana. This is like our most expensive thing. Or maybe like a big Meat Hook Massacre, but we don't really need the treasure. I think we'd rather have the blocker. Especially because they have Hive. Gray Merchant? Okay. So they're a Gray Merchant deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's fine. Definitely getting low. Okay. They're gonna attack Liliana. Do I care? No, I don't care. No blocks. That's just another thing I can use to escape Croxa with. Evoke Despair. Hello. Well, well, well. Make them sack a creature and draw 2, gain 4 life. Draw 2 cards. I think. Now we have Shielder. We gotta take advantage of having her. So what are you gonna sack? Probably this guy, right? Yeah. Gain 4. Fatal Push is nice. can kill their Grey Merchant next turn and then get Elspeth's Nightmare cooking. They're gonna put the Witch's or the Sheoldred back on top of their deck with Witch's Cottage. Sure. Okay. So we know that's their next draw. Shadow's Verdict. Okay. That's a good sweeper, but it hits everything but the Sheoldred. It does hit the Kroxa, which is a bummer. Okay. And when this sacrifices itself, we can Fatal Push their Sheoldred. We could also... We could also Valky their Graveyard Trespasser out of their deck, or out of their hand. Is that better? It might be. I was thinking we hold this up, but actually I think... Alright, and I was also hoping we held on to this, because we have 5 mana, but I think right now this is better used as a hand disruption spell. Lolth. Okay, good to know. So they have to play Lolth or they're going to lose it next turn. But I think they're going to play Sheoldred because they can't... Oh, okay, that's the smart play. It's definitely the smart play.
Are you enraptured by my
2 spiders.
Aren't I generous?
Okay, so we can double Fatal Push the spiders, which is pretty funny. And we can turn Valky into the 3/3, huh? And we can do that at instant speed, right? Yeah. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Just make sure we got this right, yeah. Okay. Or should I attack him? Should I attack the opponent because then it would be a 3/3, that's 7, they'd go down to 2? And then I could Meat Hook Massacre them? Yeah, actually. And then I can keep my Fatal Pushes. Okay, both those spiders die. Lolth gets 3 loyalty back, or 2 loyalty back.
My will cannot be denied.
Okay. So now they can play Sheoldred. This will sacrifice itself on our next turn so we can Fatal Push Sheoldred. And they can make some spiders, and then I can just do the same thing. Or they can draw a card. They might draw a card, which would be even better. Yes, draw the card.
Go, my children.
Okay, they're gonna draw another card. Okay, cool. So I think we win because we're just gonna kill the Sheoldred and attack them for lethal. Draw. Yep. Funny. Back up Shieldred. This is gonna pop. So since we had a permanent leave the battlefield this turn, we can Fatal Push the Shieldred.
Aren't I the generous one?
GG. GG. Taking down Mono Black mid-range. Rank up. Silver tier 1. Yeah, we're not starting exactly from bronze, but that's because I had to playtest the deck first, and like it's so easy to go from bronze to silver. It takes like 3 games. But this is a bronze to mythic challenge, I promise. Okay. Rakdos midrange in Pioneer Explorer. We get to go first. Our mana sucks. I mean, I guess this is a good land on turn 1. We don't have a turn 1 play. So at Rash's Theater... Is that how you say it? Rashis? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Play the Theater. Turn 2 Deep Cavern. We have these guys. I guess we have 4 lands, so Fable Passage is online. Field of Ruin isn't exactly a bad land, it's just a little weird on turn 1. Okay, we will try. Fable makes this hand playable, because we can get rid of the Field of Ruins if we need to, and trade them for better cards. Let's go ahead and bat. Probably playing, is it Phoenix? Lightning Axe, yep. Is it Phoenix? Okay. So. We can take a Lightning Axe. Or we can take one of their... I think this is probably the best one to take. Because it lets them put a card in their graveyard. They're gonna opt. They have really good mana. All Steam Vents. And a Spire Bluff Canal. So essentially, Is It Phoenix is just trying to put the 4 Phoenixes in their graveyard and then cast 3 spells in turn, and they all come back and have haste. So as long as we can kill their Phoenixes and then eventually exile their Phoenixes with Elspeth's Nightmare, they essentially have no other way of winning. The key is to not die before we get to that point. Okay, I think we don't really want to play another Field of Ruin. The Fable Passage will make the land come into play tap, but I think we're okay with that. Or do we want to Field of Ruin and then Fable? Do they have a counterspell? Probably not. I mean, we saw their cards. I don't think Is It Phoenix runs that many counters. Maybe they sideboard in counters, but the main deck ones I've seen play, I don't think I've ever seen them play more than a couple counters. So they can Lightning Axe our stuff if they really want to, but that's just 2 things that won't be able... Once the Lightning Axes are gone, they can't kill Shieldred. So we're okay with them killing our dorks like killing our dorks right now with their Lightning Axes. It's interesting that they used it to get a Consider. It kind of tells me that their hand doesn't have more of these effects in it. Because that's... I think they would rather use 2 Considers, right, than use a Lightning Axe and then a Consider. But we'll see. And if really the creature they should have killed is this, it's a much better creature than the other one. Okay, so yeah, they didn't play any Considers or Ops or anything like that. We do have a Mountain and Swamp, so I guess we can get rid of this Fable Passage. Is there anything else we want to get rid of? The Fatal Push is not very good in this matchup, because their only creature is the Phoenix, Well, I guess they do have Ledger Shredder, but they haven't played it yet. We have 2 other removal spells, but this doesn't kill Phoenix unless, because it's a 4-mana spell, unless we can have something leave the battlefield. So I think we're going to get rid of the Fatal Push, since it doesn't have a target right now. Okay, well, we drew another one anyway, but yeah, I think we got to put down the Elspeth's Nightmare, even though we don't have a target. And let's do it. Well, actually, hold on. First, they might have a Spell Pierce. I have seen them run Spell Pierce. So let's get to 5 mana. Do it like this. And that way, if they have a Spell Pierce, we can pay for it. Okay, cool. End turn. So even though we don't have a target for Chapter 1 to kill, Chapter 2 will let us look in their hand, and Chapter 3 will exile their graveyard. So this is a really good spell against them. Now they're in this awkward position where I don't think they have any way of getting rid of this in Izzet colors. I don't think they have a way to bounce an enchantment or something like that. So they basically, they want to fill their graveyard to get Izzet, to get the Phoenixes back out. But now they kind of don't want to fill their graveyard because I'm about to exile it. So this really slows them down. But they also still got to cast their spells because I'm going to be able to make them discard something. This spell puts Izzet Phoenix in a bind. I love Elspeth's Nightmare against this deck. Okay. They do nothing. Let's take a look at your hand. Mill 4 cards and put an instant or sorcery card from among the mill cards into your hand. Okay? Sure. Do they have any Phoenixes in their graveyard? They don't. Okay, see, they did have a Spell Pierce. Or maybe they got it back from their graveyard, I don't know, but they do run Spell Pierce. So what do we... I think that's the only... I mean, of these cards, that's the only one I really care about. We don't have a creature yet for the Lightning Axe. They'll probably want to Lightning Axe my Reflection or something, that's fine. Again, I would rather this be used on these creatures than Shieldred, because once they don't have these anymore, they have no way of getting rid of Shieldred. Okay. Attack with the Goblin. And then I guess we just hold up a bunch of removal, right? Yeah, yep. They're, like I said, they're in a bind. They are in a bind. Basically, one, our hand disruptions work really well against them. They have 3 lands and a Lightning Axe. That's not where they want to be. They technically have this creature, but it's just a 1/3 Flying Vigilance, right? They know that the rest of my deck is spells like this, and Fatal Pushes, and Thought Seizes, and the goal of their deck is really to fill their graveyard and try to get the Phoenixes down, but if I'm running copies of this, I can just exile the graveyard. So they kind of see the writing on the wall, and they scooped it up. GG. Alright, playing some Explorer, Pioneer, Rakdos Midrange. We get to go first, always nice. We have good mana. We have a bat. Is this a good enough hand, though? I'd rather see some Thought Seizes and removal spells. Valky's nice, but we don't know if we're playing against a deck that even runs creatures. It could be like either Izzet Phoenix or something like that. A little early for MYTHIC Massacre. Do I take the risk of mulliganing this hand? Like, there's nothing... This hand is pretty... It's okay. Right? Beat Tap from back gets in their hand. Valky gets in their hand. I guess I'll keep it. It's hard to turn away good mana and spells that do stuff. I would like a little bit more action, like maybe this Field of Ruin replaced with a Thought Seize, then this hand would be dope, but we'll keep it. No complaints. I think since we are, we don't have a turn 1 play, is what I'm trying to say. We'll just play this tapped. You never know if you're going to play aggro or not. Speaking of which, so MYTHIC might actually be a good card this early. Okay, our only mountains, we have to keep that in mind. Let's play the bat. Take a look at their hand. My goodness. Alright, this is a different form of aggro. I haven't seen this version. Not in a while anyway. I saw it years ago, but not recently. I think we'll take their Abrade, and we'll make them play their Firebrand to get rid of the bat, which they'll want to do because it's lifelink. So they can sack it, yeah, which is what they're going to do. But that's one creature that's not going to be attacking us every turn, right? So the bat did its job. We essentially just need to get to 4 mana so we can MYTHIC Massacre their board. Okay. That's a good land to draw, but I would rather have some other stuff. It's so we can do the same thing again, right? We can Valky away one of their spells and make them Abrade it. And then next turn we can MYTHIC their board. We have a ton of removal in this deck, so I hope we actually draw some of it. No blocks. It's just 2 1/1s. They can Abrade my Valky if they want. They don't want to. Okay, well then. I think we get Bat down in that case. So let's Fable Passage before we draw the Swamp. Then Fable Passage becomes useless. So they could Abrade the Valky right now. That's what they choose to do. That's fine. It takes Abrade out of their hand. So what do we want to take now? I think we take this guy. Next turn we can MYTHIC for 3. Okay. So when this dies, they get all the cards, right? Right. Okay. So that's what they're gonna do. So we'll save ourselves 2 damage, or maybe they'll... Oh, maybe they'll just get rid of all their cards. Okay, that's fine. That works too. I really want to wait one more turn, but I'm worried about dying. They seem to have an issue drawing their other land, so let's not let them get these cards. just take care of business. Gain some life. Cool. This has no target, so it's really a waste. I'd rather get rid of it on the chapter 2. Trade it for something better. It has double strike? Well, we have to block it. Yeah. We don't really care about the mana either. This is more valuable as a blocker. Okay, well, 2 cards that I can easily loot away. Can I bring out Kroxa this turn? I think I can. And that kind of stops them in their tracks, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have enough mana, right? I'm not... So if we do it like this, we have enough mana to bring Kroxa back. Make them discard 2 cards this turn. I think so. Yeah, get out of here, land. Enough lands. Life. Bring it back. Now I have a 6/6 blocker. Okay. These will add up. Okay, easy block. Oh my god, heck, enough with the lands. Enough. I guess we'll just hold it in case we draw another Fable or something. What's their last card? A Braid? Cool. MYTHIC is doing work. Dog. I don't have a basic to get, but it does help fill my graveyard so I can bring Kroxa back. Decline, fail to find. Oh, okay. Once I get one more card, I can do it. I wish they had a non-basic land so I could play this and sack it. I guess we just kill this, fill our graveyard, bring back Kroxa. Make them lose 3 life. Who's the aggro deck now? Mono red. No, we're gonna hold on to the Field of Ruin. I'm even gonna put stops, just so they like think that we have something in hand. Yeah, GG. GG. That was a little dicey there for a bit, but we weathered the storm. Alright, playing some Rakdos Midrange, Explorer, Pioneer. We get to go first. This is a great hand. This is like the perfect hand. Super low curve, surveil land on turn 1. Easy keep. Easy keep. Kind of prepared for any kind of strategy. We got something for aggro, something for mid-range and control. Get to control the top card of our library. Yeah, that's an easy keep as well. Damn. Watch me lose this game. Boros. Boros. Well, maybe not Boros, but maybe like Mardu or something. Okay. I know there's a deck out there that runs these colors, but I can't remember what it does. Yeah, I mean... I guess, just in case it's aggro, let's not shock ourselves with the blood crit. The 2 life could matter. Let's just get in their hand and figure out what they're doing. Okay, so it's a knight deck? Or a soldier deck? I don't know. What is this? Well, they can't play any of these cards for a while. So we'll take the Resolute Reinforcements since that's their only play next turn. Human. It's a human deck? Human. Okay. Alright. Well, now that I know it's not aggro, I mean, it's a form of aggro, but it's not the super fast aggro. I feel more comfortable shocking this in, getting down the Fable, getting that cooking. We have a number of removal spells, and they are choosing not to play their guy. This is technically a land. Do we really want to discard anything? I think I'm good with my hand. Maybe the Hacker Mauling? This is also a land. We need double red and double black to get Croxa back. We can use Field of Ruin to do that. I guess this is not great in this matchup. So I think we'll get rid of the Shatter Skull Smashing, but I think we need to keep all of our removal. So we'll... Actually, the Fatal Push is not good in this matchup either. These are all big creatures, so... are they making Knight tokens? Create 2 Knight tokens. May reveal 2 creature cards made by X or less among them, where X is the number of creatures that convoked. Put the real cards in your hand. I have to keep one of these. I think we'll get rid of the Fatal Push. How about that? Alright. Play this as a land. I think we'll get down Liliana and start the discard train.
Address me as queen.
We'll just discard Croxa. Since we can replay it from our graveyard. They discard their dude.
I really don't care about your plans.
Make a treasure. 3 damage, gain some life. Pass the turn. Resolute Reinforcements. Sure. So you have 2 1/1s. Alright, well that is definitely a good card. They're gonna attack me. Okay.
You're more powerful than I thought.
Okay. How many cards do I have in the graveyard? 2? Okay. We'll just take the life here, get rid of this guy. They can convoke this and put a bunch of creatures in their hand. Do I care about that? Not really. I mean, I can... Yeah. I can get rid of the Sheoldred's Edict. Yeah, it's kind of bad in this matchup. Gets it closer to Croxa.
You think too much.
Next, I will let them attack all Liliana if they want to next turn. Hold up Hacker Mauling for this guy, which is inevitably coming down. In this case, enters choose target creature you control and you don't control. Each creature you control deals 1 damage to that creature. Okay. I guess let them choose their target. Choose target creature you don't control. So they're gonna all do damage to reflection, and then what? Attack all Liliana? Sure. If they have a way to kill Liliana, oh nope. See, they're gonna do this. Okay, so they're gonna put a bunch of creatures in their hand. They're gonna put 3 creatures in their hand, I guess. I guess let this trigger resolve. I don't think there's any point in killing it. Oh, they only get 1 creature. Okay. Pass. Alright. That was a weird game. Let's see if we can look at the board. I didn't even see what their creature was. So what is this? As long as a ward in the inner sky has 3 or more counters on it, has flying and vigilance, tap 3 untapped artifacts and or creature you control, put +1/+1 counter on it, scry 1, activate only as a sorcery. That's definitely not what they wanted. I think, what does this let you look at the top 6? And then you can put up to 2 creature cards with mana value X or less from among them, where X is the number of creatures. So they only got 1 creature when they were trying to get 2. They didn't even know that I had a removal spell for their 4/4. And then Kroxa was coming out next turn, so they had a 6/6 to deal with. Because the Haggard Mauling, we would have killed this, that would have given us our 5th thing in the graveyard, and Kroxa would have been able to come out. We would have had to, in order to mana fix, attack with the Goblin to make a treasure, since we were going to sack these 2. But we had all the mana and everything we needed to do that. And then they're looking at a board of 3 1/1s and a 1/2 versus a 6/6 that makes them discard. In fact, we would have made them discard this when Kroxa came down. Anyway, it wasn't looking good for them, so I get why they scooped it up. But, yeah, weird game. Alright, playing Explorer Pioneer, Rakdos Midrange. I like this hand, minus the mana. You don't have any removal either. Thought seizers are nice, but only really when they're backed up by removal. I love, having Fable in the hand is great. Obviously, Shieldred's great, but we don't even have double black to cast Shieldred. Goblin will help us fix mana. I think I'm debating mulliganing this hand. It's not great. It's... I don't know. We'll try to make it work. Yep. Yeah, I think we already lost. That's okay. I don't want to take the 2 life. I'd rather... Paying 2 life for this and then 2 life for the Thought Seeds is bad. Okay, Monetary Swift Spear. You probably have a Pump Spell. Nope. Nothing. Light up the stage. Okay, sure. I think they don't have a land drop. Wow. They kept a 1 land hand. Okay, we might have a chance then. We might have a chance. I think we take the Play with Fire. That way they can't get rid of the bat. Then they have to make a tough choice. Ah, they drew a land. Okay, so they can still do 2 things this turn, but we get to keep our bat. And they'll probably play this guy. They love this card. No? Why wouldn't you get the Prowess trigger? Oh, they want to light up the stage. Okay. Alright, sure. Once we get Shieldred down, this game's over. But we gotta survive until then. Black. Do we Fable or do we Elspeth? We now have enough... We have the right mana for Shieldred, so I think we just... Elspeth's Nightmare. Get rid of the Swift Spear. 3 damage to any target. So they can do it to the bat if they want. Okay. Prowl it. Our life total is still relatively healthy. For being, you know, turn 4 against mono red. Alright, you're going direct to face. Sure. Damage to any target. I think we gotta take the bigger one. They don't control a wizard, but they could. So we gotta take that. And got a shielded. No attacks. Make them cast their spells. I would love to have enough mana to hold up the Fatal Push. They're gonna scry 1. That's smart. That's smart. I like it. Do life. Swift Spear. Runner. Okay. So they're tapped out. We're gonna gain 2 life. We just have to survive. We can Fatal Push one of their creatures as well. We're gonna gain life from Deep Cavern Bat as well. So we'll kill... We'll kill a Swift Spear. And we'll take... So I think we gotta do it like this. Up to 3. Back up to 5. Exile their graveyard. So these go down to 1/1s. We can Fatal Push the Swift Spear. Get down the Fable to put a blocker down. No attacks. They can kill the 2/2, or they can do it right to my face. I mean, they do have cards that they could draw. Draw what is it? Lightning Strike, I think it is, that does 3 damage to any target. Slick Shot Show Off. Attack for 1. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's get rid of these Thought Seizes. Gain some life. Get another blocker down. Gain some life next turn as well. And then I think I hold up the Fatal Push, because it can kill any of these creatures. So whichever one I need to deal with the most. GG. GG. They probably drew a land or something like that. That was close. That was close. Yeah, we kept a really rough opening hand. It shouldn't have been this close. It's always a little close with mono red. But, like, it was down to the wire because we kept such a jank hand with the 2 thought seizes. That would have been a great hand against control. It was probably our worst hand we could possibly have had against aggro. But we did it. We pulled it out. We pulled it out. Alright, Explorer, Pioneer time. Rakdos Midrange. God, we keep getting the double Field of Ruin hand. Opponent goes first. I don't think this is a keepable hand, unfortunately. Well, we haven't had to mulligan too much. It shows that our mana base is decent, even with the 4 Field of Ruins. I mean, it's a good hand, it just is not great against... Well, we have 2 removal spells. It might be okay against aggro. Alright, we'll try it, we'll try it. What do we put back, though? I guess Shieldred? Since it's the biggest mana cost? Well, we're about to find out if we can survive. Wow, okay. We don't have a turn 1 play, so might as well get that down tapped. Not take the 2 damage. Fervent Champion, man, I haven't seen that since Ultimate Standard. Nice check, sure. This would be a good time to draw the MYTHIC Massacre, so that we don't have to target their stuff. That's a bad draw. Let's see what else is in your hand. Light up the stage, play with fire. Let's take the light up the stage, so that they have to play with fire my bat instead of my face. Yep. Attack me for 3. Why is it that aggro always gets to go first? Okay. They don't have 2 mana right now. So if we target their creatures, we take 2 damage. That's nuts. Well. I think it's gotta be the Fervent Champion. Get rid of Thoughtseize. Take 2. Down to 9. Yep. We kinda need an untapped land and a MYTHIC Massacre at the same time, so this game probably over. Okay, Valky, I mean that's a blocker. Guess we'll take it. Makes sense. That's their whole turn. Take 3. Or take 4. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that's GG. We'll just play our spells, though. But we'll let them get in there. I think we curb stomped mono red and aggro enough in this video. I think we were overdue for getting beat by an aggro deck. But yeah, man, the ley line, that ley line is nuts. I haven't seen that one played really ever, but I feel like more mono red decks should play it. That's really, really good. Really, really good. All right, GG. All right, playing Explorer Pioneer, Rakdos Midrange. Opponent gets to go first. We do have 2 removal spells, but they're a little bit more expensive than like a Fatal Push. Turn 1, turn 2, hopefully draw another land, turn 3. It's okay. I think it's keepable because of the Fable. We'll see what we draw. Blue. Okay. Maybe Phoenix? Yeah, I think this is a Phoenix. Although the basic island is a little scary. I guess let's... Because this comes down if we have a swamp or a mountain. Yeah. So let's just go get our mountain. Or a swamp. That's what I meant. We have red mana from the Dragonstone Summit. We don't have a turn 1 play, so might as well do that. Okay. Would you like to counter my Kroxa? Okay, like I said, we get Phoenix. So we're looking for our Elspeth's Nightmares. That will put the clamp on this deck. We do have a lot of removal, so we're doing okay. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. Okay. Spell Pierce? Okay, another Phoenix. Impulse, sure. Okay, well, I don't really think we want to make them discard cards in this matchup, so you can go... I guess the Fable Passage can go. We can Surveil. Get more mana fixing. We have a bunch of removal. I think like this. Okay. Fatal Push is not good against Phoenix because they are 4 mana creatures. We can still kill it if something like the Fable, you know, pops and leaves the battlefield, but it's not good. Meathook Massacre is, though. We can Meathook Massacre away their Phoenixes. I guess let's take down the Theater, see what the top card of our library is. That. We're really looking for the Elspeth's Nightmares. Once we get those, it's like a completely different game. Okay. Let's see if they can get the Phoenixes on the battlefield this turn. We have removal for it. I think they have 2 in their graveyard? Yeah. Level 2. Non-creature spells cost 1 less to cast. Well, that's okay. I mean, most of their spells are only 1 mana, so it's... I don't really know what that's doing for them, but... if that's what they do with their turn, we're just gonna Field of Ruin one of their non-basics. Go get the Mountain out of our deck. So now we have our mana fixed for Kroxa later. Okay, so they have Phoenixes in their graveyard, but they have not been able to get them. They haven't been able to chain off 3 spells. So do we just Kroxa them? I mean, I guess, right? I mean, let's... if we take spells out of their hand, they can't chain off spells, so... let's just do what we came here to do. Make them deal with a 6/6. Get rid of a negate, sure. So they do run negate. Okay, good to know. For when we try to cast our removal or our Meathook Massacre. Slide a hand. Yeah. Okay, mill 4. Sure. Turn it to my hand. That's fine. They have a negate in hand and something else. Treasure Cruise. Okay. It's a good draw for them. Fiery Impulse. Okay. So I think they got the Phoenixes down, but they're tapped out. So they're just going to keep doing this until we can exile their graveyard. Is that another Phoenix? It is. So they have 3. It's getting a little scary. That Treasure Cruise was big for them. We had them really down low with cards in their hand, but Treasure Cruise. Yeah. That'll do it. That's 3 spells, I think. Oh, no, they didn't. I thought they chained off 3 spells. Spell Pierce? No? Okay. Shieldred. Yeah, I mean, if they don't have an answer for this... Oh, they do. Okay. But that takes a card out of their hand, so... It has to be instants and sorceries. Got it. See, I thought it was any spell, but it has to be instants and sorceries. If we get Valky down, that's going to be great. I think we just double Crocs of them, right? Holding on to that negate for dear life. Borrower, but you are empty-handed. Hopefully no treasure for you. That would be backbreaking. What is level 3? If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent. Okay, I don't really think that's applicable. We're getting close. I can probably Field of Ruin and bring out Croxa. We already have both our basics though. Yeah, so I would fail to find if I did that. So we're not going to land destroy ourselves. So what do we do here? Do we just kill their creatures? I guess we can kill a creature and bring out a Croxa, right? No, hold on. Control. Like that. Discard a card. Get rid of the Borrower, submit 1. We'll get rid of Bitter Triumph. We don't need 3. Okay. I don't need full control on either. Croxa. Maybe we'll leave the Shielder and get rid of the other Croxa, because we don't need 2 Croxas. Okay. Lightning Axe ain't gonna help you with Croxa. It'd have to be a Brazen Borrower. Attack for 1. Okay. End turn. Well. Discard that card. Fiery Impulse. Okay. They can block it, sure. That worked. Give some life, gain some life, Field of Ruin. How about a little Valky? A little Tibble. Elspeth's Nightmare. There we go.
Mistake. I'm not nice. memories.
So now they got several things they gotta get rid of. Nothing. Okay. Let's go ahead and exile all graveyards. Yeah, GG. Oh, all right. We got that was a good battle. That was a good battle with Is It Phoenix. But like I said in the beginning, as soon as you can exile the graveyard, there's nothing they can do. And we were at a point in the game where they had 3 of their 4 Art-like Phoenixes in the graveyard. Obviously, you know, doing it with Tybalt's ultimate is definitely a statement, but LCS Nightmare was also going to pop next turn, which we would have exiled the graveyard. So either way, their graveyard was going away. But I didn't want to take the chance of them drawing a Treasure Cruise and then chaining off a bunch of spells and getting the Phoenixes down and maybe killing the Tybalt, or, you know, us still having to deal with all that. So let's just get rid of their graveyard. We get a ton of value. We can, you know, BM them and play their own Arc-like Phoenixes. So, yeah. That was the way to do it. And then, even if they somehow dealt with all that, they still have a Shielder they have to get rid of. And I believe, because they do have Lightning Axe, but 3 of their 4 Lightning Axes, assuming they're running 4, are already exiled. So, yeah, GG. That was a good game. Good game. And this Is It Phoenix deck was, its engine was working a lot better than the first matchup we had, but we still were able to come out on top. Let's crack a couple packs, see if we get any wild cards. I don't think we will, but you never know. Sometimes you can sneak them into decks. Oh, like this one. Okay, cool. So let's see what we want to upgrade. I think the mana base is the first thing we need to work on. I think the deck is doing just fine on its own. We have 2 Shieldred. We would maybe another Liliana or something. We definitely need another Fable, which is a consideration. But I think we gotta fix the mana base. I think we need 4 of these. They're just so good in the deck. They really are. They're incredibly good. So I think I will go ahead and add another Blazemire Verge. And then once we get a playset of these, then we can start adding more spells in. So this will be our first priority. Go ahead and crack that. And I guess we'll take out a Fable Passage. Maybe a Field of Ruin? I don't know if I need 4 copies of Field of Ruin. Maybe the Pathways? I don't know. I think it's almost better to have the basics than the Pathways, because the Field of Ruins get basic lands, right? Something to think about. And the Fable Passages get basic lands. So maybe we want to drop the Pathways, add 2 of those, add another Fable Passage. So now we have 2 of each, and now our Field of Ruins and our Fable Passages all will generally get a basic if we crack them. Only having 2 basics was kind of rough, because we would either draw the basic, and so we wouldn't have a basic to get with Field of Ruin or Fable Passage. I think 4 will help us fix that issue. And that way we can still keep 4 Field of Ruins, because I do think they're really important, especially against certain decks. So just a couple little tweaks. Otherwise, I think the deck did really well. I think we only lost 1 game. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. I think I ranked up to gold. Pretty cool. What is it? Gold, Platinum, Mythic? Is that how it works? Something like that. But we're on our way. On our way to Mythic. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to join the Discord. Link in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.